What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whiskey Dixon. I'm Sugarbear. Is Eric? We'll start that over. So from now on, what we do?
Oh yeah. So
we changed it now.
Yeah, we changed it. So
yeah. Been on in 47 episodes.
So yeah, say your name.
47
I'll
episodes.
Go, like, I'm
47
Sugarbear. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Whiskey Dixon. I'm Sugarbear.
I'm Eric.
And we're reviewing Dalwhinnie 15-year Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. Dalwhinnie's interesting for a number of reasons. Pretty small distillery, owned by Diageo.
The one and only Diageo.
As most are, yeah. So you'd have to imagine that they're making Johnny Walker out of some of this stuff. Comes in at 43% ABV, 86 proof. It doesn't say anything about natural color, but I would actually say at 15 years, that's about right. I actually don't think they're adding color to this. Although they might be chill filtering it because it's under 46%.
90% of their production goes into blends, so only about 10% is single malt, which is why the 15-year is going up in price.
Yeah,
it's harder to find these days too.
What's cool with Dalwhinnie is they start at 15 years. Like, I believe this is their entry-level single malt. You really don't even see much other releases from them.
There's a couple others.
There's a Distiller's Edition. There's like the Winter's Frost.
But this is the one you find.
This is the classic.
Yeah.
And this is one of the classic malts of Scotland, one of Diageo's, and it's the Highland classic malt, and I think it's the best example of a Highland whiskey, of the traditional Highland style.
And they claim it's the highest elevation distillery in the Highlands. It's like 1,160 feet or so, which isn't
Pretty
that high
up
for most nations, but for them, I guess it's relatively
pretty low, yeah. So that's. I mean, it snows. Like it snows enough around the distillery to where there's weeks where they can't even. The road's closed, so like they can't even distill.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah, they're like, what do we do?
This distillery's been in production since the 1800s. The only time they stopped was for World War II. It's been through several owners. It started out with the Grant family, and it's been through several others, but right now Diageo owns it.
Always starts with the Grant family.
Always.
It's just like every distillery.
Stamped.
Yep. No, it's cool because being at such a high elevation, you get some really interesting notes in here. Like this is a pretty complex. It's not the smoothest thing for 15 years, but to me that's kind of the Highland style. Highland whiskey should kind of bite you a little bit because it's so cold where it's matured that it's really slow aging. It's actually, I would say, the slowest aging of anything in Scotland.
I like that,
would
though.
be. No, me too. No.
You get all the flavor. It still has a bite to it.
You get more character of its surroundings, I feel like, when it's just spending a lot of time.
I call this my wedding scotch. This is actually what I poured for me and my groomsmen my wedding day, so it's kind of special to me.
It is that's a classic. So,
Yep.
initially, honey, which is kind of a standard Highland.
Big time.
But you get quite a bit of, like, smoke. Not necessarily peat
Not a lot
smoke.
of smoke, but it's definitely
There's
there.
like different, so there's maybe a hint of peat, but I would say there's like a burnt hay kind of thing going on with it. And even just the tiniest little hint of like salinity on the finish, and that's because
Just enough to give it a little bit of almost viscosity.
well, Scotland's so low, and it's completely surrounded by the ocean on all sides. So being at that high elevation, it's catching those sea breezes. It's very windy in Scotland and in Ireland, and it's catching that ocean breeze that's coming over the entire island, you know. And I think being up at that point, they're still able to get a little bit of that sea salt in there.
Which is nuts, because if you look at where the distillery is, it's pretty centralized.
Oh, smack dab in the middle.
But it's high up, so you're gonna get those wafts of air, you know.
It's a very windy country, so I feel like I feel like you do get a little bit of that sea, just a little.
Definitely honey on the nose, honey on the palate.
Very floral too, like heather,
heather.
Meadow flowers.
It's like the chimney sweep from Mary Poppins, has a mouthful of baklava, and gives you a French kiss in a meadow full of blooming heather.
That's amazing. I could not have said that better myself. That is
It's just, that's how it is.
That's so spot on. I love this stuff.
$50 in this area. If you're lucky, you can find it 70, 80
Yeah, I would
bucks.
say between 50 and 75. I would say that's the price range on this.
Yeah.
I would also say that for that price, for 50, this is a steal.
Yeah.
For 50, the complexity here is incredible. And for 15
it's a perfect
years,
representation. For
yeah,
Highland.
this is the quintessential Highland whiskey. That really old school. Like there's no sherry cask going on here. I'm pretty sure this is just a bourbon barrel.
Yeah.
But that's always traditionally been how they have aged their whiskeys, and so they've always stuck with tradition. They actually swapped out their old like wood tub cooling condensers for new ones, and then immediately noticed that the whiskey tasted different, so they went and got the old ones back and just kept using those. So they try to keep everything the way it's always been.
Consistent.
Just old,
Yeah.
very old techniques and tradition going on here.
Turning to an old friend.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets, really, for the Highland style.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Neat bottle too, shorter,
Yeah, nice squat little bottle.
stubby guy.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Not the most common whiskey, but it's fairly common. I'd say you
find it.
see it. You don't see other things from them. Like you always see this.
Yeah.
You don't really see other releases from Dalwhinnie.
It's their
ever.
flagship. Again, they only have 10% for their single malts, so when they sell out, that's it for the year. Wait till next year.
Yeah, it's going into Johnny Walker basically. That's most likely the case. I guess that about wraps it up. I don't know. Any final thoughts? No.
I think we covered it pretty well.
Good shit. Good shit. I'm Sugarbear.
I'm
It's
Eric.
We are Whiskey Dixon. Smash the like button, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, let us know if you want to see us review anything else. Send us some other stuff from Dalwhinnie, that would be cool. And
Actually, yes, send us
send us
bottles.
whiskey in general. We'll take anything. Sláinte, cheers, keep on drinking.